Basically, what she says is that after she had signed the ticket and thanked the officer for not piling on other charges, because he told her that he had other charges he could actually place on her, she said thank you, and then he asked her, well, what are you going to do? What do you do for thanks? And she said something to the something like, well, a hearty thank you is all I'm going to do. He continued talking to her. He then went over and searched her car. He then said, "You sound like your speech is slurred. You look like you've been drinking. What are you on?" She told him, "I'm not on anything." Now, keep in mind, this is 11:30 in the morning. She's leaving work, and the only thing she had to drink is a cup of coffee, and she told him that. From that point, the officer continues to fish and ask questions about whether or not she's had something, and then tells her that he wants her to get out of the car and take sobriety test. She complies with the test. She says that he was giving her a test for nystagmus. I know you know what that is. It's the pen test. She said it was hot. She was really tired and she was unable to do the test. He gave it to her over and over again. And she said the test made her dizzy. So she told him she couldn't go any further. At that point, he arrested her, took her to jail. And then at that point, I'm sorry, let me back up. I'm skipping over the most important part. After he had placed her under arrest and had her handcuffed in the back of the car, he started asking her questions about her children and whether or not their parents. He mentioned something about Latinos being wetbacks, and that isn't she glad she didn't have a Latino for one of her children's fathers. And she said she was really uncomfortable. He continued along this line of questioning and comments. And then at some point, he got out of the car, walked around, searched her car, and then asked her if she wanted to get out of this, and implied that if she gave him oral sex, that he would release her. She could get out of the DUI arrest. She says that he unzipped his pants.
Plummer?
Pardon me?
Mrs. Plummer's the one who said that he told that to Miss Plummer that she could get out of the arrest.
Yeah, I may be misstating her exact words, and I have everything she said to me recorded, so I'll supply that to you. I'm just paraphrasing what I can recall from the conversation. I just got the phone with her. And essentially what she was telling me is that he implied that if she gave him oral sex, he could then release her from this situation. He told her, you can get out of it. There's only, and I think her words were that there's only one way out of this, and that's for you to blow. And she initially thought he had some sort of a DUI device he was going to give her, but she said he never pulled the device out, and then she heard him unzip his pants. She said she was too afraid to look in the direction of his genitals, so she just kept her head face forward, and they had some additional conversation, and she did not do what he asked her. He then took her to jail and had her booked, and as you may or may not know, she had zero alcohol in her system from the blood test. She didn't do a breathalyzer, so I can't say she did. She didn't blow, but she wasn't drunk, and that requires some explanation.
Uh-huh.
And as I told her in the initial conversation I had with her, I work DUI, and typically when you stop someone on a DUI stop, you don't have a single charge like speeding. That's all she was charged with. You usually try to have a driving pattern where the person was stopping and starting or weaving or something else. So that's what got my suspicion. And then she said, well, then she led into the rest of the story. Then I understood what was going on. Now, I'm not one to presume this officer is guilty solely on the word of someone, calling me and telling me a story. But what she says can perhaps be verified by the officer's webcam or video cam in the car. But she told me that she tried to obtain a copy of the video and that the clerk said they didn't have video, wasn't available. I don't know about all of that, but I'm telling you right now that I'm requesting that if you have video, that it be preserved as evidence in this case, and if the video is destroyed for some reason, I'm going to assume it was destroyed for a purpose, which is to keep that evidence from making its way to a courtroom. So I'm recording my call right now, and I'm asking that if there is video, that it be retrieved by your investigators and that it be protected and not destroyed. Okay. I will email you her contact information and the information on her complaint in about an hour or so. And she's on her way to work, so I don't know if she's going to be available. But if you can tell me what you're doing or how you'd like for her to communicate with you, I'll make sure that she contacts you at the earliest possible convenience.
Okay. Well, let's see here. Is she? Because I'm going to have to find out. Is she supposed to come to court or anything like that? Do you know?
She paid for the speeding ticket, and she says the DUI charge was dropped.
Okay.
She's already been to court.
She's already been to court. Okay.
Yes.
Well, what I need to do then is you go ahead and email this information to me.
Okay.
And I'll get in touch with her. I'm sure I have her number.
Yep.
In our records here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I will. Of course, I need to visit with this officer when he comes in.
Okay, I'm going to email you I'm going to give you my email address, and you can just send me an email that way.
No, how about you? Can you just fax me her report?
Yes. Yes. If you can give me the fax number, I'll take that.
It's 580
Mm-hmm.
223
Uh-huh.
6506.
65.
You'll just send that to me. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what? I'm sorry. What is your name, Chief? I missed the first part.
John.
Mm-hmm.
Last name is Pemberton. Pemberton.
Okay, Chief Pemberton.
And who's your supervisor?
I am the supervisor. I'm the CEO of policeabuse.com.
CEO. You're the supervisor. Okay. And this is your number, because I called this other number, nobody answered, or nobody would.
Yeah, you can reach me at this number, which is, I'll give you two numbers you can get me at. 800-473-5097.
Okay, I have that one.
Okay. And then a second number, I'll give you my direct cell phone. It's 850-459-3003.
3003?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I didn't get your first name.
First name is Diop, D-I-O-P. Last name Kamau,
Okay.
K-A-M-A-U.
You. Okay. You're from California?
Yes, I actually work with LA County Sheriffs as a detective, and now this is what I do. So you can actually get my credentials and my information on our website, policeabuse.com. It gives you a full account of what we do.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, I was curious here. I'm from California, too.
Oh, really? What part? L.A.?
Fresno.
Fresno, no kidding. Okay. So how'd you end up in Oklahoma?
Just ended up moving, getting away from the big city.
Well, I'm in Tallahassee, Florida now, so I left the big city as well myself, so I understand it.
Yes, good deal.
All right, Chief. Well, listen, there's no, I know every department has its process. We don't want to impugn your entire department by one incident, and we don't know the facts yet, but I do want to tell you we took it seriously. We thought you should know right away, and we'll give you time to do what you do.
Okay, I appreciate that, sir.
All right, Chief. Have a great day, and give me a call back if you need any further information. I will fax that to you within about 2 hours as soon as I can get to a fax machine.
That'll be great. I appreciate it, sir.
Okay. Have a great day.
You have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.